Today we'll look at the volume of solids. So first things first, let's pop this heading into your notes. Alright, now that you've done that, what I'll get you to do is, moving forward, we'll just look at this slide here. Don't need to copy anything down, but this is kind of how volume works. So volume is the number of cube units inside a solid. And remember, cube units can be like centimeters cubed, millimeters cubed, meters cubed, or kilometers cubed if we look at the metric system. Now the basic premise behind finding a volume of a prism is that we find the area of the cross section multiplied by the height of the shape. So this one here, what we'll do is we'll look at the area of one of the cross sections. So this will be 3 units, this will be 4 units. So if we find that area, right, we know that that's going to be 12, and then all we do is we multiply by how high it is, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. And what this is, it represents 60 units cubed. Okay, so what we essentially did was found the area of the cross section and then multiplied by the height. All right, so here's some of the formulas that you require. So volume of a solid with a uniform cross section is given by the formula just written down. So volume equals area of the cross section multiplied by the height. And here's a rectangular prism. So area is length by width by height. So all you're doing here is finding the area of, say, this cross section and multiplying it by that, or you're finding the area of the length times the width, which would be this bottom section here, this cross section, and multiplying by the height. All right, for a cylinder, we're doing pi r squared. So that's the area of the top circle here, and then you're multiplying that by the height. So I'll get you to get this down into your books as well. So pause the video here so you can take down these notes or formulas and diagrams. All right, now that you've done that, let's go to an example. So finding the volume of a rectangular prism. Find the volume of this rectangular prism. So the volume is the area of the cross section multiplied by the height. Now for this rectangular prism, we can really let any part of it be the cross section. So I'm going to let this part be the cross section and say that this is volume equals the area of the cross section, which is 5 times 4, multiplied by the height, which is the distance it goes back there, so by 6. Volume equals 5 times 4, which is 20 times 6. Volume equals 6 2s are 12, 120 meters cubed, because they're cube units. So get that example down into your books. You can pause the video here and write down your working out. All right, now that you've done that, let's go to the next example. Find the volume of this cylinder correct to 2 decimal places. So I know what we have to do is find the area of a cross section, so that part here, and then multiply by the height. So the volume is the area of the cross section multiplied by the height. Now this cross section here is circular, so it's going to be pi r squared multiplied by the height. Alrighty, so the radius we can see is given to us, it's 2, so we're going to do pi times 2 squared multiplied by the height, which is 6. Volume equals. Alright, so we'll go to our calculator and we'll say pi times 2 hat power 2 multiplied by 6. And because we want a 2 decimal place approximation, we can either put a decimal point in the question or hit Control Enter straight away for an approximation. So it's 1 or 2 decimal places, so that's, what is it, 75.39. So that's 8, that goes up by 140. centimeters squared. All right, when we talk about capacity, what we talk about usually is something in fluids. Okay, so capacity is the volume of a given object measured in liters or milliliters. So if you look at your drink bottle on your desk at the moment, you'll notice that that is a number of milliliters in your drink bottle. So it's usually 1,000 mil in a drink bottle, unless you got one of those really big ones. Okay, my family drink lots of milk, so we get, I think it's 4 lots of 3-litre milks from Coles each week. So the units for capacity include 1 litre equals 1,000 mil. Okay, so 1 litre is the same as 1,000 mil. So most of your drink bottles that take or store 1,000 mil will be 1 litre drink bottles. And here's a really important conversion to remember, that 1 centimetre cubed is exactly the same as 1 milliliter. Okay, so find the number of litres of water that this container can hold. Now, I know that 1 centimetre cubed is equal to 1 milliliter. Alright, so to do this, what I'm going to do first of all is work out the volume, which is going to be 40 times 30. So that's the area of the cross section at the bottom there, multiplied by the height. So that's 4 3s are 12, 24, with 3 zeros in there. You can use your calculator for that. So the volume is that many centimeters cubed. Alright, now using this conversion, we know that 1 centimeter cubed is equal to 1 milliliter. So the capacity is 24,000 milliliters, but they want it in liters. So liters is what we'll do is convert from milliliters to liters by dividing by 1,000. So remember, the conversion is liters to milliliters. What we do is we times by 1,000, or converting back from milliliters to liters, we divide by 1,000. So we're going to do 24,000 divided by 1,000 is equal to, so when we do that, 1, 2, 3, 24 litres. Okay, so again, feel free to do this conversion on the calculator and all these multiplications on the calculator as well. All right, so I think that's it for today. Yep, so what I'll do, I'll post on Canvas or in an email the questions that you're required to complete. Yeah, just shoot me an email with any questions that you got. Good luck.